Yo, this is the world famous Tyler Bear, and you're listening to WNS Podcast. Roar!
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or find us on Facebook by searching WNS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Stitcher, and iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast or WNS Podcast. Now being broadcast in over 45 countries, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron and Tyler Abear.
That's right. What's up, everyone? I'm Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler Aber.
And we welcome you to episode 340 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNS Video, and on iTunes, Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. And all you have to do to find us is search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler on Twitter at Tyler_Abear. So welcome to the show. We've got a lot to cover this week. We've got some feedback, Raw, Smackdown. We're going to give you our No Mercy predictions. And of course, we've got some hot topics as well. So welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Certainly do appreciate it. If you happen to be listening to us on iTunes, feel free to give us a review, whatever you want to do. But yeah, so welcome back, Tyler.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you back.
It's just a lot of craziness in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents' house flooded. And so we got the sheetrock out and all that stuff. We moved a lot of the big things, but there's a lot of small things I'm trying to get my parents to go through and all that stuff. And we still have
recovery mode.
Yeah, we still got a lot. My dad is he was a transplant patient. He got a new liver. And he can't be around all that stuff. So I'll bring him to like the driveway and stuff, and he'll sit out there with a mask and tell me what's good and what's not good. And we're slowly doing that because for like the longest, my schedule is like work, go pick him up, do that stuff. They could we'll stop at a certain time and go work out, come home, go to sleep, do it again.
Yeah,
and I'm still doing it. So
well, I'm glad that you can come back and do the show this week. Certainly appreciate it. It's great to have someone to look at while I'm talking.
Oh man, I don't know how you did that.
That was so
I bet
weird.
that was interesting. The one-man show.
It was because I'm sitting here talking like I normally do, except there's no.
Oh,
one.
what do you think about Tyler? Oh,
yeah. Okay. Hey, what did you think about? Oh,
so with all the stuff going on, I didn't get to catch Raw, but I caught Smackdown today.
Awesome.
Before I got here, so I can at least talk about something.
Cool.
So
good stuff.
And
I know we'll pick up the momentum because we passed over the past couple of weeks for 2K18 news.
Oh, I've been at work. When I get a chance, I will look at a website. Oh, who made the cut? So I'm pumped about that. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot to talk about this week. So. We certainly, again, thank everyone for tuning in, and especially want to thank everyone for tuning in last week because, it was fairly difficult to do a one-man show. I'm sure with practice or repetition, it can be done because obviously there are shows out there. I just prefer having other people in the studio because it makes it more fun. So let's talk about some feedback that we got. First bit of feedback we have is from James saying, I don't think the Hype Bros should split up because 1, there isn't a lot of tag teams on SmackDown Live, and 2, they're already singles wrestlers that never get to wrestle on SmackDown Live. So after they feud, they would just be nobodies. I wish the WWE would write their shows like how the Attitude Era Raws were written, like a TV show, with wrestling throughout the show. You would have your main storyline and then be told throughout the show, usually involving the main heel or heels and the main face or faces, where they try to one-up each other until the end of the show, where one would be standing tall and you would have other wrestlers in similar storylines or B or C plot.
WWE has a history of they'll have tag teams, and before you know it, they break them up.
Mm-hmm.
Then they may realize that was a mistake, and then put them back together, then break them up again.
Yeah.
I think the Hype Bros, they should, with Mojo saying all that stuff, maybe they turn heel.
I think that's what they're probably going to end up doing because
I think the last time Zack Ryder was a heel was when he was part of the Major Brothers,
the Edgeheads.
Yeah,
it's been quite some time. So yeah, I think that they are sort of leaning towards that. that heel turn, because like you said on SmackDown, Mojo was basically saying, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of us not getting our stuff together. We need to do something drastic.
But, okay, let's name all the tag teams on SmackDown.
Well, you got the Hype Bros to kick it off. You got the Usos.
Well, okay, the main ones that are headlining is Usos and New Day.
Yeah, Usos, New Day.
Put them aside.
So there's 3. You
Shelton
also have
Benjamin and Gable.
Yeah. You got
Ascension.
You also have Breezango.
Okay.
So there's 6 right there. So,
because other than,
but the fact is, like you said, there's only 2 in a major storyline right now.
Other than that, I mean, I don't feel like there's really nothing going on. I mean, I think they're going to maybe try to push Gable and Benjamin.
Yeah,
like that's what they want to do.
That could be the idea.
So I mean, what's
the world's greatest alphas?
I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do.
World's greatest American tag team.
So,
America. Who knows? We'll find out as the story goes along. But thank you, James, for your input. We certainly do appreciate it. Final bit of feedback we have is from Ace McSpade saying, I didn't mind the solo show this week. I appreciate Daniel's efforts. And though he did a good job despite not having anybody to talk to, sucks Tyler wasn't there. However, understand why. So fair enough. Thanks for the content regardless of all the shit America is going through right now. So thanks, Ace McSpade. Certainly do appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just going to take a time for, our area, Houston, Rockport, the whole Gulf Coast to recover.
Yeah, and now you've got Florida thrown in the mix, the
Florida.
Caribbean is going to be in recovery, and now you've got Mexico dealing with that earthquake.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a rough couple of weeks.
It's just a bunch of craziness, and it's like, you
just got to do the best you can to recover.
I feel a little bad. I mean, I'm grateful that nothing happened to me, and also with my parents, it did flood, but it didn't get as bad as other people where it like flooded up to their roof. Mm-hmm. It didn't get to that point. But, it's just tough all around.
Yeah, I've been hearing that survivor's remorse kind of thing is like really flaring up with a lot of people saying, my house is okay, but there's so much, it couldn't have been,
I don't know. It's just my dad's health. He's been battling all that stuff. He's been getting infections and just another thing they're going through, and I do feel bad.
Yeah, it's tough. But the good news is that he has his family, to take care of him and be there for him.
Yep.
Because you can't replace family.
No, you can't. You can replace items.
Yeah, you can replace a house. You can replace a car. You can replace your clothes. You cannot replace the person. So, we were all fortunate that none of our family members were seriously harmed during the storms. I know that there were a few lives lost from the flooding and from the earthquakes. So, our hearts do go out to them, but like you said, it's gonna take a while before everything gets, air quote, back to normal. I know here at work, we're trying to get back into our normal routine, and there's still kind of questions like, well, should we be doing this? Should we be doing that? Because, normally we have a big Christmas on Us where families email us saying, hey, please help out our family. They're going through a tough time. Well, we're going, well, if we do that this year, there is no way we can possibly pick 3 or 4 families out of our entire area to help out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, there's no way. So we're going to try and come up with something else that we can do to help. But I mean, it's just, it has affected so many people.
Yeah, it's just, man.
It's tough. It's tough. So you just do what you can, try and get back to some sort of a normal life, get back into a normal routine, and take care of the other stuff on the side. So,
which I've had something planned. I'm going this weekend. I'm going to Houston. Part of
weekend
Houston.
Getaway.
Yeah, I'm actually going to a Depeche Mode concert this weekend.
Mini vacation.
Yeah, so it's a little long weekend. So
Kelsey and I are going tomorrow to watch Sublime and Offspring.
Where?
At Woodlands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I tried to see if we could get backstage passes, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Not this time.
Yeah, that's still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, let's talk about Raw. Tyler, like you said, you were unable to catch it, but that's okay. You really didn't miss a whole lot. The highlights of Raw were Braun Strowman obliterating Enzo Amore. and then
Why?
The Miz. Huh?
Why?
Because he could. And also, I think that was sort of the WWE's way of saying, get your shit together.
To Enzo?
Yeah. Because, I don't know, he seems to be in hot water with WWE, and the way that they did the promos with The Miz, where he was shooting on him and all that.
Tell me how that went.
What the
promos with Miz.
Oh,
and Enzo.
I thought it was great.
No. I didn't. I don't know what he said. That's why I'm asking you to repeat.
He was basically saying, you think you're at 205 Live by choice? You're there because there's nowhere else for you to go. There's reasons why you're being kicked off the tour bus. There's reasons why you're not being allowed to.
Some of that like blurring the lines shit like they do, like the whole John Cena, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And like, or, was it Sasha, Alexa Bliss? Like blurring the lines, like, I don't know.
What's reality?
Yeah.
What's real and what isn't? But yeah, the Miz.
So that happened even though he's still having a feud with Neville?
Yes. Yeah, he came out, Enzo came out, cut a promo, doing the how you doing, and then all of a sudden, Braun Strowman's music hit, and he just train wrecked him.
I did see that on Facebook. Him, running him over.
The crowd was actually chanting "Thank you, Strowman."
Oh,
so I think I don't want to say it, but I think that the WWE is trying to get the crowd to turn on Enzo, and I think it's starting to work. Because for the crowd to chant "Thank you, Strowman" for, I
mean, people do love Strowman though.
Yeah. And it was a chance for him to be seen in front of the live crowd because they did like a backstage interview, like a split screen with Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, which I thought that was okay. But it was at least a chance for one of the big stars to be in that match to be seen in front of the live crowd. So I guess the crowd wouldn't feel gypped because John Cena wasn't on Raw because he was over in Japan, I believe, wrestling with the Smackdown team. And then, Brock Lesnar did the split screen, so they didn't get to see him live. So a lot of lacking star power. Roman Reigns only came out to cut a promo on John Cena, where he basically said, people were comparing me to John Cena. He actually dropped the Nest bomb, which was kind of weird.
Shit.
Yeah. He was like, I'm not like that shit, or something along those lines. And then he says, people were comparing me to John Cena, saying I'm going to be the next John Cena. Do I look like I have his hairstyle? Do I look like him? No, if I did, I would have been gone a long time ago. Just ask Alex Riley.
Oh.
So,
wow.
Yeah. Another one of those blurring the lines kind of things. But
people like that, I guess.
It's getting personal, but it's also scripted to some point.
It's like CM broke the door on that, and everyone's like, hey, I think that we should do stuff like this.
Yeah, let's break the fourth wall. Let's get that shock value. Let's get those ratings, damn it.
Yeah.
Which it's not working, but,
Yeah.
So we kicked Raw off with Kurt Angle coming out. He's interrupted by Miz Taraj and Miz, who insults Kurt Angle, and then Jason Jordan comes out to defend him. And basically, it's all to set up a match later that evening, as you might expect. Opening contest saw Nia Jax go up against Alexa Bliss. Now, this is a match that had been teased for quite some time. We're going to see Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss for the championship. But
I saw the part on Facebook where they all gang up on Nia Jax. Why they do that? I know that she's the monster, but
Yeah.
Alexa kind of rolls with whoever will help her, I guess.
yeah. So Nia makes quick work of Alexa, gets the win. Sasha Banks comes out, I believe during the match. And then once the match is concluded, Bayley comes out. So she returns from her 2-month injury. And they gang up on Nia Jax and they celebrate. And Alexa is like raising the hand of both Banks and Bayley. And then they turn on her and beat her up.
Weird.
It was weird.
Who are the heels in this?
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where it's like, are you heel or are you face? Because you're not really doing the nice girl thing here. But I don't know. Whatever. It could be that they're just fed up with Alexa Bliss. And so they're like, no, you're not with us. So we're distancing ourselves from you. But later on that night, it was announced that Bayley was put into the women's championship match. So instead of a fatal 4-way, it's now going to be a fatal 5-way. So we'll talk about our predictions a little bit later on. Got to see a triple threat tag team match. And if you go back and listen to the interview or the episode 2 weeks ago where we had Dave Brown, we talked about this very thing where it's, why do we have 6 people in a match and only 2 people in the ring? Why isn't it triple threat rules, triple threat tag team, whatever. So if you want to go back and listen to that, feel free to. But anyways, Sheamus and Cesaro end up getting the win. They pin Anderson, I believe it was. So building momentum for them for their upcoming match at No Mercy. Kurt Hawkins cut a short little promo talking about how he's on a streak right now. It's a losing streak of, I believe, 114 losses in a row, something along those lines.
Someone has to be the loser.
Someone's got to keep track of all those.
Someone has to keep losing.
Yeah.
And someone needs to be used for dark matches.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Kurt Hawkins. That's you.
You got to face the facts. That's what you got to do.
That's one of the guys I kind of want to play with in 18.
Have him go on a winning streak.
Yeah.
There you go. Apollo Crews comes out and makes quick work of Kurt Hawkins, so the streak lives on. And they even had a nice little graphic for Kurt Hawkins. The losing streak continues. We saw the Strowman-Lesnar segment. I did enjoy it, but it wasn't really anything that blew me away. Roman Reigns came out and did his trash talking, showed a clip from...
trash!
Yeah, he showed a clip from John Cena cutting a promo on The Rock, saying, oh, he's never here. He always says that this is his passion and this is what he loves, yet he's nowhere to be seen. And I'll see you at WrestleMania, movie star. And then Roman says, okay, well, where is he? He's obviously not here. So I'll see you at No Mercy, movie star, and flips the microphone the similar way. I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever. Earlier in the night, it wasn't Goldust, it was Dustin Rhodes going up to Kurt Angle, because last week Bray Wyatt defeated Goldust and wiped the paint off. So basically say to Finn Balor, he's just a man. You take away the paint and it's just a man. It's not a deity. It's nothing special. So Dustin Rhodes was talking to Kurt Angle saying, give me another match with Bray Wyatt. And I will make sure he never forgets the name of...
He becomes evil.
Dustin Rhodes.
And he does black and silver paint, and he's Black Rain. You remember that one?
Funny thing about bringing up old names. I was talking to Kelsey last night. We were coming up with different names and stuff. And I was like, how about Chet Lemon?
Chet Lemon.
I could not remember where I knew it from, and so I did a Google search of Chet Lemon.
Exactly where it's from.
It's a baseball player, but I didn't know that. I was like, why would I know that name? And so I did a little more digging, and sure enough, I found Chet Lemon and Black Snow.
I was going to say, Kevin Nash, Booker T, TNA on commentary.
Yes.
They were hilarious.
So I don't know if you heard the news or not, but Impact Wrestling, GFW, whatever you want to call it, TNA, they've announced that they're starting their own network.
Yeah, I heard about it.
All right, you gonna subscribe to it? You gonna go back and watch all that old stuff?
I think it would be cool. I heard the show with you and Dave and stuff, and he was kind of quick to jump to, even though he hasn't watched it, it may suck or whatever. I haven't watched it. I know a lot of stuff's going on, but I would like to, when I have some time, check it out, because whoever, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, whoever did the comment last week, they were saying they're bringing all those guys in from different promotions and stuff, because that's true. I've seen that on the internet, and I want to see what's going on, because I am interested in it, and I agree with what you said last week, that, we don't want the promotion to go down, it's bad for business.
Yeah.
You don't want, WWE to own everything, but, I want to check it out when I get a chance.
Cool. Do a free trial or something.
They do that?
Not yet, but I would think that they would. It'd be kind of foolish not to.
Knowing me, I'm gonna go super way back to some of the original stuff when they're the TNA Asylum and stuff like that. And I fell in love with TNA when it was like when Kurt Angle first got there and Samoa Joe was on his
Headbutt her around the world.
Yeah, that stuff, and AJ Styles when Christian Cage got there and stuff like that, and it's just like the
Tyson Tomko.
Well, he wasn't. I mean, he was part of the team.
Boy.
Yeah, I like Shark Boy.
Curry Man.
The whole, Curry Man. That was before Curry Man. But when they had the X Division and they were doing that paparazzi cam stuff with like Alex Shelley and Kevin Nash, and they were doing all that goofy stuff, people may have not liked it, but all those guys when they were in the X Division, I mean, I can't say who's in the X Division now. I mean, I know I read Petey Williams is back, but when there was Petey Williams, Sanjay Dutt's back now. I know that. AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels. Elix Skipper, all those guys, Petey Williams. I mean, that time period I totally enjoyed.
Scott Steiner.
Oh, man. The whole Scott Steiner.
Ooh, Team 3D,
I know
fat asses.
People are like, that's bullshit. Scott Steiner sucks, man, but he has the best promos, not because he's the best talker, just because all the shit that comes out of his mouth. Just like when he's like him and Rick when they versed Team 3D and they kept on calling like Bubba like fat ass.
Yeah.
And he got pissed. I'm not a fat ass.
You're gonna be pulling splinters at your fat asses.
I'm hungry. So no, yeah, I totally enjoy. Hey, and you attest to this. I have like a lot of old TNA action figures and stuff like that. I have the ones that that one that's manufactured wrong, but I have a lot of ones like. Because I would buy the whole series and stuff. I remember I have Kurt Angle when he first arrived. Hell, I have Christian Cage when he had the NWA TNA title.
Wow.
So it was the NWA championship. So I still have that, and I have Jeff Jarrett, Monty Brown, stuff like that. So, I mean, I enjoyed that time period. So I want to see all the new people and all the new stuff going on.
And while we're on the topic of that particular promotion, did you hear GFW, the name Global Force Wrestling, has now been dropped?
So what is it now, Impact
They're
still?
going back to Impact. And they came up with a new slogan as well. Less talking, more wrestling.
Simple.
Yeah. So.
I mean, did they talk a lot before? Or?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
But now they're doing less of it.
Okay.
They're getting rid of commentary.
Oh, really?
No. Come on.
I was about to say, whoa, man. Wow. Shit.
That's a bit extreme. That's a bit excessive.
Whoa.
Getting rid of backstage interviews. Getting rid of mic time. It's just going to be wrestling. Pure wrestling. That's it.
Bring back Don West.
Don West and his brown bag special.
Hey, that shit was good.
You can still get the Don West brown bag special.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Man.
And they've upped the ante, too.
Really?
Yeah. Because now it's like you get a shirt, 4 DVDs, one of their little cloth posters, whatever, like their little banners, and an action figure.
Oh, shit. That's
everything you need.
Yes.
Actually, let me pull that up right now.
Damn. They're upping the ante on that.
Yeah. So they've
I know John Morrison or Johnny Impact. So he's back in there, and then Taya, his wife or his fiance, is in the promotion too.
Interesting.
And I know Matt Sydal is in there.
Oh yeah, here it is. You get 4 DVDs, a random T-shirt, and a random banner. But they did have a different deal. I think that was like the insane deal, where you also get an action figure. So something worth checking out, I guess. Madness brown bag special, 8x10 Madness brown bag special for $9.99. You get 30 different 8x10s.
30? Shit.
Yeah. $1 a piece is $30. That's a great deal. But you get them for $10. You can get them autographed. That's what I did. I don't know if they're worth anything, but I got a bunch of them autographed. So yeah, going back to Impact. Should be interesting to say the least to see what their next move is.
So Jarrett's gone.
He's gone. He's out of there.
I saw that they brought...
And Jim Cornette's gone too.
Already?
Already.
I thought they just brought him in.
They did.
Because I'll read stuff on the internet when I get a chance, some downtime at my work, just like for a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'll read stuff, but
yeah,
that's quick.
It was
so
reported
Bruce
he's
Pritchard's
gone too.
there?
I think so. I think he's still there.
Scott D'Amore?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, that was actually one of the things that I forgot to put down. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's see. Going back into Raw, Bray Wyatt ends up defeating Dustin Rhodes, and then Finn Balor shows up on the Titantron, basically saying, there was a boy who wanted to be something, but he was mocked and everything, so he created a demon in his head, and that demon did everything that he wanted him to do, blah 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 blah, and you're wanting to go up not against the demon but the man. But I have to ask you, Bray Wyatt, which is more dangerous, the creation or the man who created it?
Well, I think that we need to have a tag team
players
with 2 alter egos in them. So we got Finn Balor, the demon.
Mm-hmm.
And we should have, because this one's never debuted in WWE, Willow the Wisp.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can create that in the 2K18.
Hey, you got Jeff Hardy, so Willow the Wisp.
Yeah. Give him a nice little mask.
Yeah.
Have him come out and laugh.
Yep, and an umbrella.
Cool. After that, we got a very nice Bobby the Brain Heenan tribute video because, unfortunately, Bobby the Brain Heenan did pass away over the past week. He was 72 years old, and he had been battling with cancer for many years, as early as 2003, I believe, 2002 even, because I went back and watched his Hall of Fame speech that was in 2004, and he was like, yeah, you sit at home for 2 years, you'll go nuts. So that leads me to believe he was at least 2002 that he's been fighting that, which is, it's crazy to think how long that's been. It's been 15 years. I got to meet him at WrestleCon back in 2014. I posted this on the podcast page, but for those of you who didn't get to see it, whenever we were in New Orleans for WrestleMania, we did go to WrestleCon, saw a whole bunch of stars. I did get to meet him, and he was in character because it was, if you saw pictures of him in the past few years, you understand that he lost his ability to talk because he lost his bottom part of his jaw due to the cancer, so he couldn't really speak very well. But his wife was there, who basically was passing along the message. I went up to him. I was like, "Hello, Mr. Heenan. It's very nice to meet you." And he gestured to his wife, and she said, "Oh, Mr. Heenan is his father." And so I got him to sign an 8x10 and thanked him very much for it. And he flipped me off and then proceeded to give me a handshake. So, it was just one of those it was a special moment. And I'm glad that I got to meet him. And, it's terrible. Cancer just sucks. It absolutely sucks.
It does.
And, the fight that anyone has to go through is incredibly tough. So, the fact that I was able to meet him, even if it was just for a little bit, it was really special. And I know in the eyes of all wrestling fans, he is, one of, if not the greatest managers, color commentators. I mean, you name it. He was one of the best entertainers in the world of professional wrestling, in the world of sports entertainment, however you want to word it. He was one of, if not the greatest. And I know he's going to be sorely missed, and there's never, ever going to be another person close to Bobby Heenan. So it's going to be, it was a sad day to hear of his passing, but he's up there with Gorilla, calling matches with Macho Man and Mr. Perfect again, so it'll be good times. We talked about the Enzo thing getting destroyed. Neville came out, laughed at him, and asked how he was doing while he was down. Then he went up against Grand Metalik, that being Neville. Quick thing about this matchup, it was an okay match, but they did this spot where Neville went to rip off the mask of Grand Metalik, and you could see that Grand was pulling it as well, like he was helping him rip it. So it was,
weird.
Well, like I know what they were trying to go for.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can see him, jerking his hand down to try and tear the mask, it just didn't come across very well.
I'll help you rip my own mask.
Yeah,
let's
do
it.
Oh, we gotta make this look good. So yeah, then we had a what was it, a 6-pack challenge where the winner becomes the number 1 contender to go up against the Miz, Elias, the Hardy Boys, the Miz Taraj, and Jason Jordan. Hey, guess who won? That's right, Jason Jordan. So yeah, furthering that storyline. So it's going to be Miz versus Jordan at No Mercy this Sunday. So, and then afterwards, Miz attacked and, whatever, stood tall. That takes us into SmackDown. I don't know if you got to watch SmackDown last week, but I know I did send you that video of Kevin Owens busting
that thing that you sent me,
busting Vince McMahon's head open with the headbutt. Now that's a headbutt, sir. Man. You can tell Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe to shove it.
Man, that's that crazy old man. Like,
he's a crazy 72-year-old man.
Why the fuck would you take that?
Because he's a 72-year-old man who wants ratings. Damn it.
I gotta get Kevin Owens over.
Damn it. I turned to Kelsey and I said, only in the world of professional wrestling will you see the CEO, the chairman of the board, a 72-year-old grandfather take a stiff headbutt to the point where he's bleeding.
Then a big man frog splash.
Yeah, 300-pound frog splash. My God. So
I wonder, like, them talking backstage, like, are you sure, Mr. McMahon, you want this?
He probably said, I want you to hit me as hard as you can. Although there was speculation that maybe he bladed beforehand and then they like patched it up or something so that whenever he hit, it opened the wound. But I'm having a little trouble buying that one.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just not buying that one. So basically Shane McMahon comes out and I'm sorry, but if someone headbutted my father and super kicked him and gave him a frog splash, I would not be nearly as calm as Shane McMahon appeared to be. It seemed like he was just reading his script.
Yeah.
Like, Kevin Owens, I'm condemning you to Hell in a Cell. Kevin Owens, I'm condemning you to what I'm going to do with these 2 hands of mine. Kevin Owens, I condemn you.
I'm going to beat your ass.
I'm going to kick your ass. What's up, Oakland? Like, come on, man. Be pissed off. Like, I understand, like, they came out and he said, we've had our differences in the past, but when it's all said and done, we're McMahons, we're family, and that's what's most important. My God, have a little bit of passion behind it. Sound a little pissed off. Dude, headbutted your father.
Oh, I don't care.
Stephanie would have come out and be like, you motherfucker.
She was out there.
Yeah. So,
last week.
Yeah. After that, we got to see Aiden English going up against Randy Orton. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing
whatever.
But Randy Orton gets the win with an RKO from out of nowhere.
Rusev.
And then Rusev comes out and says, "Oh,
Handsome Rusev.
I'm gonna kick your ass." And for whatever reason, we have a match immediately after Randy Orton just had a match. The ref was in on it, obviously, because he called for the bell.
That was weird.
There was a distraction.
Oh, let's do a match. Okay.
Yeah.
Who told you, ref? Who told you that you were going to have a match?
Well, I was expecting like a brawl. I wasn't expecting a match. And the fact that they had a match and there was a super kick and 1, 2, 3, it was weird. I did laugh at the fact that Rusev was celebrating. Like he had just won the gold medal or something.
I won.
Rusev is number 1. Rusev is number 1. After that, we got to hear Jinder Mahal, again, second week in a row, coming out, doing his promo, and...
Whose idea was this?
The writers, because they gave him the lines. I agree with the crowd. Went a little too far. We're living in an age where you just can't say certain things anymore. It's just not appropriate.
No, yeah.
I agree. You can go back and watch the Attitude Era all you want. If you're going back with an evolved mind, like my mindset from where I was 10 years ago, is completely different. Mm-hmm. I have grown, I guess you could say.
Into a man.
I'm a man. I'm in my 30s. You just can't say stuff like that anymore.
Nope. Yeah.
We're living in a different time. The Attitude Era, I'm sorry, it's never coming back. It may be a little edgy now. They're starting to drop bitch and ass and all that stuff more frequently. Puppies.
No.
Not puppies. But you can't go saying stuff like that anymore and expecting to be considered a family promotion that's welcome to all gender, race, everything. You just can't do it. The crowd's chanting that's too far, so
I'll tell you what's too far. I will address Shinsuke in my native tongue of Punjabi. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well.
All right then. But I did see one comment that was like, the thing about Jinder Mahal is that he's being a hypocrite. He's going out and saying, oh, you're just going to mock me for being who I am, while in turn mocking someone for who they are. So it's just one of those weird things. It's that go away heat that I've been feeling for it, where it's like
well, for that segment, not for him. I think what he's done
for the lines,
yes,
for the promo. It wasn't boo, you're
to be honest with you, like I think it was a good. We're past the experiment with gender, but and I do like him. I don't think he's the best or whatever, but I'm ready for Shinsuke.
I think the time is coming for Hell in a Cell, but we'll see. The hyped up match, Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship, didn't actually happen. Ty Dillinger came out, attacked Baron Corbin, then AJ Styles attacked Baron Corbin, so the match was thrown out.
Calf crusher.
Yeah. So Baron Corbin, addressed Renee Young, saying, I'm going to get my vengeance. Not saying exactly what he's going to do. We got to see Charlotte return, give us an update on Ric Flair. He is on the up and up. I've been seeing he's been doing a couple interviews here and there, and he's even saying that he's never drinking again.
So this is calls from drinking?
It's just the years of party life finally catching up. And I saw a video where they talked to his fiance, and they said that, his body was literally shutting down. Like he was complaining that he had a stomach ache or something. Like his stomach was hurting, and it started getting worse and started getting worse. And so they went to the doctor, and they said his organs are shutting down. So that's why he was put in the medically induced coma and had the surgery, which they said he only had a 20% chance of living. God. And somehow he made it. So I'm just glad to see that he's on the up and up. Natalya comes out. Becky Lynch comes out. Naomi, Lana, Tamina, you get the drill. They all come out to say, well, I deserve a chance to win the title and blah, 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 blah. And then Dana Bryan says, sorry, Natalya, I know you don't want to defend your title, but you're going to have to.
You're a crazy cat lady.
We're going to have a match later tonight to determine the number one contender. And sure enough, we did. Charlotte won. So Charlotte's the new number one contender to face Natalya. We got to see the New Day going up against the Hype Bros. The Usos were on commentary. New Day got the win. Hype Bros, we already talked about them. They need to do something drastic. We got to hear Kevin Owens' apology, saying, whatever. Saying what he said. Basically, he wasn't sorry. Sorry that he didn't do it sooner.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, everything that I did to Vince McMahon, I was picturing what I'm going to do to you. I thought
that was you.
I'm not going to be going to hell. I'm going to be going to heaven. That kind of stuff. Then Dolph Ziggler did his little entrances again. And
I don't know where they're going with it.
I think they're going to have the lead to a feud with Bobby Roode, to be honest. Because he's got one of the most over entrances, and that's what he's doing. He's mocking the entrance. So I think that's where
I don't even know where he's been.
He's been doing
NXT stuff still?
No, he's done with NXT. He's been doing like main event or the
really
opener.
And where's
opener
Mike
shows.
Kanellis?
Going up against Bobby Roode.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's the little feud thing going on between them two?
Yeah, that's about it. But it's not like being televised. So, yeah. But anyways, that does it for Raw and SmackDown. Now it's time to go into the No Mercy predictions, and we got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those picks.
We got to hear those picks. So No Mercy taking place this Sunday on the WWE Network. No word yet as far as which match is going to be the kickoff or if they're even going to have a kickoff match. But I think there's 7 matches in all so far that have been announced. So they'll probably toss one of them on kickoff. If I had to guess, it'd probably be the Cruiserweight. But let's get into it. First match we'll talk about, Miz versus Jason Jordan, Intercontinental Championship. The storyline has been set.
Think it's too soon for Jason Jordan to get the title?
I don't know. He got a big win this week on Raw. He had lost. He held his own against Roman Reigns and John Cena. So I think they might try and pull the trigger, and that would at least have some sort of feud. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the Miz Taraj get involved with this matchup. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Jason Jordan. How about you?
Same.
All right. Well, next matchup we're going to talk about is going to be Neville versus Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship. Do you think they're going to pull the trigger, or do you think the king of the Cruiserweights is going to maintain his throne?
I still think he's going to maintain his throne.
Yeah?
This is one big freaking swerve, and guess what? Enzo gets the title.
He might cheat to win. He's been doing it lately. So, you're going with Neville?
Yeah.
You don't think Enzo is on the Neville level?
Enzo is petty as fuck.
I think they'll probably give it to Enzo and then have him drop it very shortly afterwards. I don't know. Why would you move him down there if you're not going to do it?
I have no clue.
Although we've said this about so many people in the past now. It's getting kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Enzo Amore on this one. I'm all right if I get it wrong, though. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, the match everyone's talking about. They all want to see this one. Finn Balor, who is just the man this time, he's not a demon, going up against a god named Bray Wyatt. Who are you going to go with?
Balor.
Balor? Yeah, I'm going to go with Balor as well, and hopefully this puts an end to this feud because it's not helping either guy. I've gotten so cold on Bray Wyatt.
Get a blanket.
Yeah, I might need one to cry all these tears into because I used to be such a big fan and I had such high hopes for him, and they're all gone now.
Were you a fan of Bray Wyatt or Husky Harris?
Yep. He's got a Ferrari engine inside of the tank.
Yep.
Something like that. A tank with a Ferrari engine. That's what it was. Next up, we'll talk about the Raw Tag Team Championships. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose going up against Cesaro and Sheamus. I think that the tag champs, Seth Rollins and Ambrose, are going to retain.
Same.
Yeah. All right. Well, these are going to go by quick. Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Emma, Nia Jax, Raw Women's Championship. Who's winning and how? Or why? Or whatever. Nia Jax is winning?
Pull the freaking trigger on that.
Yeah. I'm going to say the same. I think she's pinning Emma to do it. I think that's the only reason Emma's in the match. Oh, well. Now, the two matches that I'm actually looking forward to. John Cena and Roman Reigns.
I hope it's a good match.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's going to be hard hitting, that's for sure. Because both of these guys are known for their slugging and their ability to kick out of just about anything. So, will it be John Cena who stays atop? Or will it be Roman Reigns proving he is the guy?
I think it's going to be John Cena putting over Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Roman Reigns.
I think the whole purpose of this is for John Cena to put over Roman Reigns, establish him as the new guy for whenever Cena does finally, bow out. I don't think the crowd's going to be too happy with it. I think the crowd has actually turned in favor of John Cena because of this. But I think that Roman Reigns is going to end up getting the win.
Yeah.
So there we go. Unanimous again. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman, Universal Championship. I'm hoping, much like Great Balls of Fire, that the challenger becomes champion in this matchup. That being Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. And now we're seeing Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's been booked like an absolute beast. No pun intended for Brock Lesnar.
Is he ready to take German suplexes?
Okay. So did you get to see the brawl that they had? Okay. Well, Braun Brock actually did deliver the suplex to Braun.
Okay.
Did you see that part?
No.
Okay. He did it. Strowman immediately stands right back up.
Oh, really?
Like, he flips him, he lands on his back, does a back roll, and stands right back up.
Oh, wow.
And then Brock Lesnar was like, yeah! Turns around, he's like, oh, shit. And then Braun comes and
It's crazy because,
lays him out.
this is a new dynamic because it's like Brock is usually like the dominator.
Yeah. And this is one where he's the underdog.
Yeah, it's different.
It is.
So I remember when he first came back when he was like gone for like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And like, remember when he like beat Cena's ass?
Yeah.
Made him bleed and all that stuff. And we're
Yeah.
like, whoa. And then we had like tons of matches like that
Can
afterwards.
you
The same
believe
thing.
that was 5 years ago?
That was 5.
That was 2012. Right
And-
after WrestleMania.
And things got a little different. The whole Goldberg thing was completely different situation.
Yeah.
This is different too.
From what I've heard, Brock Lesnar is taking time off regardless after this.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that they kind of go the Brock Lesnar Goldberg route, where Strowman comes in and just beats the holy hell out of Brock Lesnar, beats him to the point that he's written off of TV for that reason. Like for
Braun's
whatever
the
reason,
monster heel.
yeah, for whatever reason, Lesnar's taking off, but they need to have Braun Strowman established.
I wonder if Wyatt's like he's happy for Braun, but at the same time he would
Because
have
he was
like
part of the family.
that should have been me, motherfucker. I know he's bigger than me, but I wish I was in his spot.
Yeah. You got to think so, because what's happened for Bray Wyatt lately? But I want Braun Strowman to win this. I don't care what their plans are for WrestleMania. I don't care what their plans are for the Royal Rumble. I want Braun Strowman to win this. I want him to become the champion. I think it's his time. And the way that they've booked him against Brock Lesnar, getting the one-up so many times at SummerSlam, on Raw, even holding his own on the microphone, I don't want to see Brock Lesnar retain. I don't want to see Braun Strowman lose here.
I'm going with Braun.
You're going with Braun? I'm going to go with Braun too, because damn.
Everyone knows Braun is strong. He uses brawny paper towels.
Stop it. So yeah. Okay. So that does it for those. And I got to say, those were some great picks.
Those are some great picks.
Oh, I
was supposed to do it third time with you.
God!
Damn it, I messed it up.
That's
I was
okay.
like,
We'll get it next time.
yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Dicks.
No dicks. So after that, going to the hot topics. For those of you who have not heard, they're bringing back WWE is bringing back Starrcade, which was originally a WCW product, but it's actually not even going to be aired on the WWE
What's
network.
it gonna be aired on?
I don't know. It's just going to be like
USA?
a house show or something.
house
maybe.
show.
Maybe.
I heard, I don't know
I
if
don't
it's
know.
true or not, that someone from WWE has sent an invitation out
Yes.
for
Michael
Cody.
Hayes.
Oh, Cody to
To team up with Goldust at that event. Who knows?
just a
Stranger
one-time
things
thing?
have happened. Yeah. Just a one-time deal. Come back for this one match in honor of your father, if you're available. It's supposed to be like the weekend after Survivor Series, which is taking place in Houston, which I'm still waiting to hear back from my contact. But
Nothing?
we should be good. Should be good.
What are the dates?
Oh, God. It's like the weekend before Thanksgiving, like the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st or something like that. Whatever the date is. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So, there you go. NXT, Survivor Series, Raw, and SmackDown with 205 Live and main event. Shayna Baszler, I can never remember how I said. Shayna Baszler from the Mae Young Classic has officially been announced that she is signed with WWE. So should be interesting to see. One of the things, I don't know how much of the Mae Young Classic you got to watch.
I watched like 2 episodes.
I watched the finale, and that was it. They did a pre-match interview with Shayna, and I kept thinking, oh my God, she looks like Bayley's older sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just, I don't know if it was just the angle, the lighting, the makeup, what it was. You could put them in a tag team, and you could pass them off as sisters. It's crazy. For those of you who are fans of Paige, good news, she is possibly set to be returning to WWE programming. WWE. Pretty soon. She posted on her Instagram a picture of in front of the Performance Center saying it's good to be back. So be on the lookout. So she could be walking back into her house, which has been vacated for some time, apparently.
Damn.
So, because this is her house. Are you ready for her to scream that at all the matches again? All right. And now for some WWE 2K18 gameplay updates, because I know many of you like to hear the thoughts of one Tyler, don't call me a bear, and now it is time to hear about the roster. Take it away, A-Bear!
Okay.
Switch microphones, you know.
Yeah, switching microphones.
Jace.
I'm going to go I'm going to say the whole roster.
You do the whole roster?
Yeah.
All right, stand by, everyone. This might take a while.
Okay. So here we go.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic.
What was that song?
That was Animaniacs, where he does the nations of the world.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
So you're going to do it in that style?
No.
There's Oscar.
I can't do that.
Let's see. What is it? Aiden and AJ. Akamakira. Albert, Alexa Bliss, 2. A wolf and a fox. A blaze and a giant. Apollo Crews in there too. Asuka and Bam Bam. Baron and Batista. Bailey, Becky Lynch's Red Fire. I don't know.
I just guess I'll just say it regular.
Yeah, just do whatever you want. I don't care.
Okay.
I was just trying to BS my way through it. So have fun.
Aiden English, AJ Styles, Akam, Akira Tozawa, Albert, Alexa Bliss, Alexander Wolf, Alicia Fox, Alundra Blaze, Andre the Giant, Apollo Crews, Asuka, Bam Bam Bigelow, Baron Corbin, Batista, Bailey, Becky Lynch, Big Boss Man, 91. Big Boss Man.
1991, that is.
Yeah. 1999. Big Cass, Big E, Big Show 2000, Billy Kay, Bo Dallas.
Billy who?
Yeah, Billy who?
Oh, K?
Yeah, Billy Kay.
Like from
NXT.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Bo Dallas. Manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Bobby Roode, Booker T, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Bret Hart 1997, Bret Hart 1998, Brie Bella, British Bulldog, Brock Lesnar, Brutus the Barber Beefcake,
Former guest of the show.
Buddy Roberts, Bushwhacker Butch, Bushwhacker Luke, Cactus Jack 92, Cactus Jack 98.
Former guest of the show. Mick Foley.
They have 2 of them. Carmella, Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Charlotte Flair, Chris Jericho 2000.
All right.
Christian.
That was a good year.
Yeah, that's a good year. Kurt Hawkins.
We didn't even talk about Rick and Morty.
I will get to that after all this.
Squirrels, man. They're dangerous.
Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Dana Brooke, Daniel Bryan, Darren Young, Dash Wilder, DDP 1992.
Former guest of the show.
Yep. DDP 1998.
Former guest of the show.
Dean Ambrose, Diesel, Dolph Ziggler, Dude Love,
Former guest of the show.
Dusty Rhodes, Earthquake, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Ember Moon, Emma, Enzo Amore, Epico, Eric Young, Eric Rowan, Fandango, Finn Balor. Now they're saying Finn Balor then Finn Balor Demon. It's like it's 2 separate things.
Why don't
That's
they just
weird.
make it alternate
like last
attire?
year it was alternate attire. So
And
you
it
have
affects the entrance. But no, let's just.
you have
They're just going for numbers, basically.
yeah, you have Old Man Goldberg, Gold Dust, Grand Metalik. What it has the white beard.
It's
Goldberg.
the current Goldberg, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Modern.
Okay, Grand Metalik, Greg Valentine,
This isn't Old Man Logan.
Heath Slater,
Greg Valentine, former guest of the
Yeah.
show.
Hideo Itami, Ivory, Jack Gallagher, Jacqueline, Jake the Snake Roberts, Jason Jordan, JBL, Jay Uso, Jim Neidhart, Jimmy Garvin, Jimmy Garvin, sorry,
There you go.
Jimmy Uso, Jinder Mahal, John Cena 2006, John Cena 2010, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, Kalisto, Kane 1998, Carl Anderson,
So many.
Cassius Ohno, Kerry Von Erich, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kevin Von. Wait.
Whoa.
Oh, it says Kerry Von Erich. And then there's Kevin
Whoa.
Von Erich. Okay.
Yeah.
Killian Dane, Kofi Kingston, Connor, Kurt Angle, 2001. Kurt Angle, 2006. Which, by the way, those Kurt Angles is actually Kurt Angle now, his look, but it's just bald and then when he had hair. I'm not joking. When you look at it, that's what it looks like.
Wow.
Lana's manager, Larry Zbyszko, Lex Luger, Lita, Luke Gallows, Luke Harper, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Mankind,
Former guest of the show.
Mark Henry,
Former guest of the show.
Maurice, Michael Hayes, Mickey James.
See, that one is kind of.
Yeah, kind
Because
of.
we've interviewed her, but she hasn't been on the podcast show. She's
That's
been on
true.
our Facebook. You can go on our Facebook page, WNS Podcast, and watch the little 3-minute interview that I got to conduct with her, which was really cool, by the way.
Yeah. Mojo Rawley, Mr. McMahon, Mr. Perfect, Naomi, Natalia, Neville, Nia Jax, Nick Miller, Nikki Bella, Nikki Cross, No Way Jose, Noam Dar. What's funny about No Way Jose, because I was watching NXT
Yeah.
a while back, and Daryl was, before No Way Jose came out, I go, No Way Jose. And he came out and she said, I thought you were just saying that randomly. I was like, no, that's his name. Noam Dar, Paige, Papa Shango, manager, Paul Ellering.
Come on now.
I can't talk. Manager, Paul Heyman, Peyton Royce, Primo, R-Truth, Randy Orton, Razor Ramon, Razor, Rhino, Ric Flair, 88, Ric Flair, 91, Rich Swann, Rick Martel, Rick Martel, Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, 1991, Ricky Steamboat, 1994, Rikishi, Rob Van Dam, Roderick
guest
Strong.
of the show.
Yeah, that's true. Roderick Strong,
Former
Roman,
guest of the show.
Roman Reigns,
Former guest of the show. 3 in a row right there. That's nice.
Rusev, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, Sasha Banks,
Former guest of the show.
Sawyer Fulton, Scott Dawson, Scott Hall, Seth Rollins, Shane McMahon, Shane Thorne, Shawn Michaels 1997, Shawn Michaels 1998. Damn. Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sin Cara, Stephanie McMahon, Steve Austin, Sting 88, Sting 91, Sting 98, Sting 99, Stunning Steve Austin, Summer Rae, Psycho Sid, Tamina, Tatanka, Tatsumi, Fujinami, Ted DiBiase manager.
Former guest of the show.
Yep. The Brian Kendrick, The Godfather, The Miz, The Rock 2001, Titus O'Neil,
Former guest of the show.
TJ Perkins, Tommaso Ciampa,
Former guest of the show.
Triple H 2001, Triple H 1998.
Oh, no, wait. Let me stop you right there. Which one was your buddy?
What?
Which Triple H?
That I liked?
No, that was your friend.
What are you talking about?
You've said that all you had to do was call your buddy Triple H and things would be made.
Oh, that was a long time ago. We don't talk.
Which version was it?
That was 01.
Oh, okay. That was a good year.
That was Trish Stratus, Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze, man, Typhoon, Tyson Kidd,
Gotta keep you on your
Ultimate
toes, man.
Warrior, Undertaker 2000, Undertaker 91, Victor, Xavier Woods, and Zack Ryder.
Woo, woo, woo.
Man,
That's a lot of people.
that's a lot of people. So a lot of things have been going through my head. I'm like, okay, I want to, make like a roster of different people. Like,
Yeah.
I can do ROH stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, who's the ROH people? You have
Not going to get Adam Cole, former
Yeah.
guest of the show.
Yeah. So that they made the roster. You have AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Cassius Ohno, Roderick Strong, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens and stuff. I also just thought, hey, you want to make the Kings of Wrestling? You can do
Yeah.
it now. You have Cassius Ohno and Cesaro.
Mhm.
So you can make the Kings of Wrestling.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm super pumped for it. And I'm going to get the deluxe edition, not the Cena. How you say it?
Seen enough.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. Just so I can play it 4 days early. I get the access past all DLC, and then I'll get the Cena DLC stuff. That's like 2 versions of John Cena. You get Rob Van Dam and Batista. So
Very cool.
So I'm pumped.
And you said you're gonna fight as Cassius Ohno as your first match.
First.
Who's the opponent? Have you decided that part, or you're just gonna hit random? Roddy? Shinsuke? Samoa?
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose? All right. Quick win.
Yeah. No. What? Oh, I just want to see his entrance.
There you go.
No way, Jose. No way.
What did you think of Rick and Morty this past week?
It was pretty good. Since I've been gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed the Citadel.
Tales from the Citadel.
Yeah. Which
Gonna
is
get crazy.
really cool. There's so many theories out there that Evil Morty's the original Morty.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, what if the Morty now is like another Morty, and he's eventually going to turn into, that's the original Morty. He's going to turn into Evil One too. So I don't know, because this episode this past weekend was where, the Morty's mind blowers.
Yeah.
And he got pissed of all the memories that was taken away from him.
You can see why they were taken away.
Yeah.
Don't mess with those squirrels.
Don't mess with those squirrels, man. You just don't want to take life for granted.
Yeah.
So,
And you got to call Joel Osteen.
Austin.
If you've got $47,862 to talk to Joel Osteen. And the prayer line.
The prayer line.
It's a praline.
Pralines. What was the one where Morty was looking at the moon? He saw that guy on the moon. He thought it was a smudge. That guy killed himself. He goes, well,
he was a pedophile, though.
He was a pedophile. That's what the code was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's living on the moon. No, he's really living on the moon.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, I'm just trying to find out who vandalized this building. Oh, jeez.
At the end, when their memory gets back to him, and they Summer puts them in front of TV, he's like, "Oh, god damn it, Summer, you bitch! We missed the TV." Even Morty's calling her a bitch. They're like, "Damn,
It's all your fault.
you bitch." So,
All right. Anything else?
no. I mean, they came out with a gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
We're just literally weeks away, but there's not still not too much details.
Yeah.
They're out. Yes, there's an update my career and all that stuff. You can go backstage now, in the past, what was it? PS2 games. What was it?
Heck, even the Nintendo 64 versions, you could go backstage and have the brawls.
So they're doing that, and they have missions. You can jump.
I used to have WCW Mayhem for the Nintendo 64, and you could run. If you could get your opponent to go backstage, you would show up either in the parking lot or in the locker room or somewhere like that, and just have a fight.
So man. Also, something I want to talk about the game. They haven't announced the DLC, but there's some people that they haven't announced that should be in the game. The Hardys. Well, I think there'll be a DLC, but some people that were there before them was Andrade.
Yeah.
Cien Almos. Aleister Black.
Yeah. That'll probably be the first or second.
Elias.
Yeah.
So
more than likely it will be DLC.
And I'm hoping that we get. I don't want as a manager. I want to play him. I want. What's his name? Why can't I think of his name?
Enzo?
No. What's why can't I think of his name? He's on SmackDown with what's her in her face?
Oh yeah.
Why can't I think of his name?
Mr. Turtle?
Yeah, Mr. Turtle. Why can't I think? Holy shit, we talk about him all the time. James Ellsworth.
There you go.
I can't think of James Ellsworth. Shit. God. There's a lot of people online. It's like
any man with two fists has a fighting chance.
Yeah, they need to put. A lot of people were griping. Oh, we need Drew McIntyre and Shelton Benjamin.
He just came back.
They just came back. They're not even.
They'll be next year for sure.
They won't even be in the DLC
if they're still there.
So yeah, they're not even going to be in the DLC. So is Adam Cole.
Yeah, already looking forward to next year. Yeah. Bobby Fish, Kyle
O'Reilly. But hey, man, we got a lot of new people. Let me count real quick how many new people we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I don't count them. They're just returning. Let me just.
Yeah, pre-orders the manager, but still, it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, dang it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 new ones.
Now, I noticed you counted one of them that...
as a manager?
It was... No Way Jose. Wasn't he DLC last year?
No.
He wasn't? He wasn't in the game?
Nope.
I could have sworn he was.
No way. He was not, because they put on this list new people that like who also have been in like the last game or so, because they have Kurt Angle. They have Batista wasn't the last year's game, I thought. No, he wasn't. It was probably 2 years ago. Rob Van Dam's back from like 2 or 3 years ago. Rhino, man, hasn't been in this since like the PS2 games.
Yeah. Last year's big return was Goldberg.
Yeah.
And this year's Kurt Angle.
Brian Kendrick, maybe it was like
The Brian Kendrick.
was like 07, 08 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So who are you looking forward to playing as?
Samoa Joe, Cassius, Shinsuke.
You can also do like a TNA roster if you think about it.
Could. Put Booker T in there as well.
Man, I just thought about I just want to name it really quick because I've been thinking about stupid stuff like this, so I might as well just get it out. Okay. Think about TNA roster. So you have AJ, Samoa Joe, you have Eric Young, you have Bobby Roode,
TJ Perkins.
TJ Perkins, Rob Van Dam,
Xavier
Woods, Christian,
Yeah.
R-Truth,
RVD.
yeah, I already counted him. We already did Booker T. Ric Flair. So yeah, you could do a lot of those people and stuff. Rhino was part of that too. So yeah, so no man, there's a lot of new people I'm looking forward to playing as, man.
Should be fun.
Oh hell yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Cool. And I do want to talk a little bit because we've been talking about WWE 2K18, and we are going to try to, can't guarantee, just because you never know what scheduling conflicts we may have. We're going to try and bring back the podcast plays. So if anyone watched this on YouTube or on Twitch, we're going to try and bring that back.
Yes,
should be cool.
I want that going on. I'm hoping we can maybe do it that we can get it, because I'm going to reserve the deluxe, so you can get 4 days earlier.
Hey,
so
there you go.
You get it on a Friday instead of a Tuesday. So that's good enough,
Definitely. Cool. You got anything else?
No.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. So if you have any questions for us, make sure to submit it on our YouTube channel, WNS Video. Also, our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com and WrestlingNewsSource.com on Facebook. And you can subscribe to our show on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel, and all you have to do is search Wrestling News Source Podcast to find us.
You can follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear.
I've been slacking. Well, not slacking. It's just stuff's been going on, so I haven't been making any
other
videos.
Priorities.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to making videos on my Instagram. So,
and for all that, you can follow him at Abear_mode. So there you go. That's going to do it for us this week. Hope you all enjoy No Mercy, and we appreciate again everyone for taking time to listen to our show.
Thank you guys, much appreciated.
And we've already done all that. So for the podcast crew, I am Daniel Heron.
I'm Tyler Abear,
and we will catch you all next week.